And good morning, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. And like I said, overnight camping with the kids on our property. It gets weird. Okay? Uncle Al in his cruiser tent, one pole. I have a cot, old school cot, old school 2-inch foam mat. And the kids are like, oh my God, we're going to die. You're in a dome tent. It took them an hour to set it up. Took me 30 minutes to set up my tent, put in my, cot, sleeping bag. Comfortable. Mosquito netting, not a problem. And so we set up and, morning coffee, stuff like that. And then they're trying to figure out what to do. This one, main thing about this one is cold lunch or cold camping or cold. It's lunchtime. We can't build a fire. We just hiked, I think, 3.5 miles. And they're like, okay. I'm just looking at them like, yeah, we only walked 3.5 miles and I'm on a cane. And I'm looking at them, they're like, and I'm going like, okay, break for lunch. And they said, do we build a fire? And I said, there's no fire here. Because what we're doing, we're having a fire watch. So I told them, break out your lunch bags. They did. Everybody had freeze-dried foods. And I'm looking at them like, no, we can't boil water. Did you bring your thermos? They looked at each other like, what's a thermos? This is for secret stuff and for Harshman Hills. You always have a thermos. Remember, you made coffee this morning and you put it in the thermos so you have a hot drink. If you boiled water in the morning, you could put this in the travel furnace and you have hot water for lunch. This is why I take grandnephews and nieces out there go camping. They're looking at me in shock, and I keep saying, close your mouths before the bugs fly in. Okay? Second thing is, I knew they were going to do that. So I brought enough lunch for all of us. And we had carrots, apples, celery. We're hiking. All right, we had summer sausage and travel bread, which is basically rye bread in a little bun. And I showed them how to cut it with their Mora knives. And we had some hard cheese. They thought this was great. And I told them, now go look at your freeze-dried foods. We're in a no-burn area, and we can't boil water. How can you make hot water? That still stumped them. And I didn't want to tell them, if you have a plastic black garbage bag and you have 3 hours in a plastic soda bottle, what can you do? And they still look at me, have no idea what I was talking about. Okay, anyway, after we camped, we had a good time. We cleaned up our mess. There's, like I said, no empty bags from the freeze-dried. No fire to put out. We put away the thermoses. We had no leftovers. Apples, celeries, carrots, summer sausage, cheese, and bread were all eaten. And we finished our hike, and we got back to base camp. And Uncle On's tired. I told him to make him dinner, and they still like, that's going to be the next video. To end us towards this one, my older nephews, nieces, and cousins, I keep telling them, your president, Boneyard's president, Brandon, had secretly signed a digital draft law. Just like Putin, Brandon doesn't have an original thought in his head other than go pee in the rose garden. A digital draft law. So you better have signed up on your draft cards. This includes men and women. But I'm a woman. Too bad, you're going to get drafted. It's digital. That's when they pound on your door and you're like, but I'm a college student. I'm an English major. Doesn't matter. You're going to be in the digital new army. That's hardly no training, maybe 2 weeks. And then you're sent to the front and you don't know how to use the latest gear, and you're going to be what we call machine gun fodder. Okay? Like I said, folks, Uncle has ear to the ground. Go check out a news event. I keep telling them, check what your school board is doing. Are they being paid off? Are they being supported? Antifa is doing, they want a war. Okay? Antifa, black shirts, armbands, badges, masks, sticks. Excuse me, are you describing fascists? No, we're talking about Antifa. But they don't go to that school. No, they're there to help the school board roust the parents. Armenian parents. Also racist. Okay? In Glendale or North Hollywood, doesn't matter. They pick a side. Alright, because I'm going ahead of your curve and you're like, I'm going into the woods. Uncle don't want you to go in the woods. Go back. Alright? Like I said, the big problem is a lot of people are not paying attention. Like I said, they're everywhere. So you better find out what's going on in your public schools. Or kiss your kids goodbye. Virginia, state of Virginia, kiss your kids goodbye. Where's little Bobby? Oh, he was anally raped and they carved his organs and took his blood. Who's laughing at old Uncle Alan now? Okay, folks, I'll catch you later. Do something good this weekend. Go camping. Overnight. Just a couple of days. Go walk in the woods, breathe the fresh air, set up camp, come back. It's not rocket science. Or have a nice barbecue with your neighbors and friends. Talk. Get to know each other. This right here, I have social media friends and I'm always on. No, that's an illusion. You're lying to yourself. Okay? So, donate a can of food. Be a nice person to a food bank. If you grow a garden, send your extra stuff to a food shelter or food bank, or do it yourself and send it to needy families. I'll catch you later, folks. You have a nice day. God bless. Long live the Republic. And I'll be seeing you. Bye now. Damn it. Where's that button?